It's been about 3 weeks since I harvested the Carolina African Runner peanut. And they're now dried, basically. This set over here is what I harvested this season. These 2 piles. And this pile was harvested approximately a year ago. And I didn't get to planting these because I missed some which resprouted in the soil and grew as volunteers, which produced these seeds. You can see there's many more here than there were there, or than there are there, which means I had a much better crop than a better crop than last year. One thing I wanted to note is the color of these seeds. You can notice how the pile to the right is much lighter. These were harvested, I would say about a month. These were in the ground about a month less than what these were, so these were in the ground longer. And I assume the darker colored shells are due to the peanuts being completely developed. So, and then here in the original packet, I also have one seed that I can show. I believe these were also harvested early from the company who provided the seed. You can also see how small that seed is. So you can see the lightness in color. These 2 had to be harvested around similar times. This one was left in the ground until the end of December. You can hear those seeds shaking around in there, so they're very ripe. Hopefully, there's actually more nutrients in those darker colored seeds from me leaving them in the soil a little bit longer. It's a brief description of this variety. 3 years ago, in 2016, Brian Ward of Clemson's Coastal Research and Education Center started building back up the population of this peanut, which had been thought to be extinct since the 1930s. 2016 was the first year Mr. Ward had enough stock to share and chose 12 farmers to grow out the stock for sharing with the public. So True Seed was lucky enough to be selling the stock that Nat Bradford, the watermelon grower, grew this year, as he was one of the chosen farmers. Originally brought to the U.S. by West African slaves in the late 1600s, this peanut could be a contender for the first peanut on record in North America. The Carolina African slowly started to fall out of favor as gardeners and farmers preferred to grow the larger Virginia cultivars, which were better for roasting. While the Carolina African Runner peanut may be about half the size of modern cultivars, but they are much sweeter and have a higher oil content, making them not only a wonderful snacking nut, but great for cooking and oil pressing. While this variety does not have the resistance to disease that has been bred into modern ones, they do provide vital genetic diversity. Having been grown for many hundreds of years prior to their disappearance, they can withstand a wide range of weather and soil challenges. Grown by the backyard gardener, you can count on a good yield because of its sheer adaptability. For this reason, we think you should give peanuts a try. 26 seeds. So this original pile over here came from the original seeds of this packet here, but I didn't plant all 26 because you seen I still had that one in there. Some of them may have not grown well, but this was the original. This was my first harvest. Then this second harvest, straight from volunteers. And these single seeds back here are separated because I plan to roast these. I want to try my hand at roasting some peanuts. So you can see those darker seed colors. So So that's why these are separated out. And I took out the single seeds because I wanted to leave the best seeds for my seed stock for this season, for this year. I want to try to measure the brix level of these peanuts, but first let's get a look at the peanut. So the shell is easy to crack open. This one doesn't seem to be in good condition. It actually had a hole in it, and I was hoping that the peanuts were still good in there. Let's see, let's try to find, this one didn't have any holes. Let's try this one out. A little bit tougher to crack. There we go. That looks a little bit better. It's the cracked open shell. Here's the peanut seeds. I'm gonna try to get a brix test on these. So, there's a couple seeds in there. I'm not sure if that's enough. We'll try to press it though. Can see some juices. Let me grab a couple more peanuts. You can see the juices are starting to come, so it does have a good oil content in there. Let's try to pick some good seeds that we can get good measurements from, like this one here. Alright, I want to try to get maybe one more seed. I'm trying to save my roasting seeds for roasting, but I want to have a good stock to try my hand at roasting with. So, a couple more seeds. They look a little bit different. Hopefully this one here, this darker one, is still good. Let's get them into the press. Let's see if that can get some oils to come out. It's moist, but it's solid. I think it might be better to blend the peanuts for a brix measurement. Yeah, might be better to blend the peanuts. So I just really wanted to come with this video and show y'all the dried peanuts, the differences in the shell colors due to length of time, due to the differing length of times in the ground. And that was about it for right now. I may include a portion after this video of me roasting, or of the finished product of the roasted peanuts, and give my flavor opinion on them. But I don't want to waste too many peanuts on trying to press them. It doesn't seem to be producing any worthwhile material to get oils from. So that's that, y'all. No brix measurements for the peanuts, but I may try my hand at making some peanut butters and doing brix measurements on those, just so we can know the nutrient difference in these different peanuts. So that's the Carolina African Runner. For storage, just gonna put all these together. Have this this old bag with pecans. Well, I had pecans. I was eating pecans from, and I kept it. Now I'm just gonna put these dried peanuts in there. Until late February, when my last frost date comes around. So we have a excellent amount of peanuts in here. I'm gonna make sure I plant some this year, even if volunteers do sprout. See y'all in the next one. Carolina African Runner.